Assalamualaikum, we are from Group 5 are going to present our retirement planning case study. Our group consists of 5 members.
Hi, Assalamualaikum to Bandar Nuralina. My name is Ida Atika binti Muhammad Amin, and for introduction, in today's challenging financial landscape, especially in Malaysia, effective retirement planning is increasingly crucial due to the rising living cost, inflation, and also longer life expectancy. In this report, Prepared for the Retirement Planning Course evaluates retirement readiness through case studies of 3 individuals at different life stages: a young professional, a mid-career worker, and also a pre-retiree. So it explores how factors like age, income, risk tolerance, and saving habits influence retirement outcomes. Using the replacement rate method, the study assesses whether existing savings options such as EPF, ASB, PRS, and Tabung Haji are sufficient, while also accounting for inflation and expected returns. It further examines Sharia-compliant investment strategies and withdrawal plans tailored to individual needs, addressing key risks like inflation, longevity, and also healthcare expenses. Ultimately, the report aims to equip future professionals with the financial literacy and tools necessary to build sustainable and ethical retirement plans. So next.
So let's continue to the retirement planning profile for Norain Mardiah binti Abdul Rahman, a young professional currently aged 27 years old. She works as a revenue and collection coordinator in an urban area and earns an annual income of 49,797 ringgit. Norain has a high risk tolerance and is focused on long-term investment growth. She consistently saves RM16,728 per year, which includes EPF contribution RM10,728 annually, ASB savings RM500 per month. Her monthly expenses are manageable: car loan RM500, utilities RM150, gym membership RM120, insurance premium RM180. Norain plans to retire at age 60 and aims to maintain a comfortable lifestyle through disciplined saving and strategic financial planning. Next is first year retirement income. Here is a summary of Norain's key retirement planning details. Current age 27 years old, retirement age 60 years old, years to retirement 33 years, annual salary 49,797, inflation rate 1.7%, rate of return 6%, salary growth rate 5.5%, estimated lifespan 80 years old. These are the core assumptions used to estimate her retirement needs and calculate her future income goals. So let's continue to first year retirement income calculations. By age 60, her salary is projected to grow significantly. The calculation is as follows: RM 49,797.72 multiply 1.06 multiply 1.05 to the power of 33 equal RM 49,797.72 multiply 4.467 equals to RM 222,504 per year. To maintain her lifestyle, she targets 70% of her final salary as her first year retirement income. RM 222,504 multiplied by 70% equal RM 155,753 per year. To sustain this annual income for 20 years, Norain would need a total lump sum of approximately RM 2.21 million at the point of retirement. Then, risk and challenge analysis. First, inflation risk. Over a 33-year horizon, inflation will reduce purchasing power. Growth investment are crucial to protect her future savings. Second, investment risk. Heavy exposure to a single investment like ASB could lead to market underperformance. Diversification is key. Third, healthcare risk. Medical costs are expected to rise as she ages. It is strongly recommended that Norain purchase medical takaful yearly to reduce future financial strain. Lastly, longevity risk. Planning for only 20 years of retirement might not be enough. If she lives into her 90s, her savings may not last. Regular plans, reviews, and possible part-time work in early retirement are good contingency options. Lastly, for the investment and withdrawal strategy. Before retirement, now to age 60, 60% in growth investment, ASB, equities, and PRS, 30% in moderate risk assets, rates, and fixed income, 10% in emergency savings, money market funds, and fixed deposits. During retirement age 60 to 80, 25% in equities, 50% in bonds and income funds, 25% in liquid assets, EPF, ASB, and PRS withdrawals. For the withdrawal strategy, begin with a 4% annual withdrawal rate. Adjust withdrawals yearly to keep up with inflation. Maintain at least 2 years worth of living expenses in cash or FDs. Avoid large unnecessary withdrawals to protect the retirement funds. For the contingency measures, secure medical takaful yearly, consider freelance or part-time income during early retirement, review the retirement plans 3 to 5 years. If investment returns underperform, consider delaying retirement slightly.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. My name is Diana Batrisha and I'll be presenting the retirement planning case for respondent 2, which is Mr. Abdul Halim bin Zainal. Mr. Abdul Halim is a 45 years old working professional who resides in an urban area. He earns a stable annual income of RM84,000 and plans to retire at the age of 60, giving him 15 years to prepare. Mr. Halim currently has 96,600 in his EPF account and RM150,000 in unit trust investments. He saves RM300 monthly and his expenses are relatively low, including a car loan of RM300 and utility bills. His goal is to return to his hometown and purchase a house valued at RM240,000 upon retirement. Mr. Halim is currently must be incorporated and plans to retirement strategy 60, which give him a time horizon of 15 years to prepare. His current annual salary is RM84,000. We assume an inflation rate of 1.7%, which affects future living costs. The rate of return on his retirement investment is estimated at 4.4%. His salary is projected to grow at a rate of 4.5% annually. Lastly, his estimated lifespan is 80 years old, giving him a 20-year retirement period to plan for. These inputs are crucial to estimate both his final salary before retirement and the total retirement fund he'll need. We use this data in the following slide to calculate the first year retirement income target and the required lump sum for retirement at age 60 for Mr. Halim. We use the formula where PV is his current salary, which is RM84,000 ringgit. R is the return rate, 4.4%. G is the salary growth rate, 4.5%. Lastly, N is the time until retirement, which is 15 years. After plugging in the values, we estimate his final annual salary at age 60 to be RM169,717. Applying the 70% replacement rate, the first year retirement income target is RM118,802. To determine the total lump sum needed for retirement, we factor in a retirement duration of 20 years, a return rate of 4.4%, and inflation at 1.7%. We use the present value of annuity formula adjusted for inflations and returns. The final calculation gives us a required lump sum of approximately RM1,875,594. This is the amount that Mr. Halim needs by age 60 to sustain his desired lifestyle for 20 years of retirement.
Thank you, Diana. My name is Nur Aiman bin Abdullah Pandi and I'll be discussing the retirement planning process. Focusing on the case of Mr. Halim, through his journey, we will explore key risks, strategies for saving, and how to ensure financial security during retirement. First, let's look at the risks Mr. Halim faces. This includes inflation risk. Rising living costs can erode the value of his retirement saving. If inflation increases faster than expected, he might struggle to maintain his lifestyle. And second part is medical expenses. As he ages, medical costs are likely to rise. Without sufficient insurance, these costs could quickly deplete his funds. And the last part is longevity risk. Mr. Halim plans for 20 years of retirement, but if he lives longer than expected, his saving might run out, leading to financial hardship. And now, let's talk about Mr. Halim investment and withdrawal strategy. Firstly, pre-retirement investment plan before age of 60, 60% in growth assets like unit trust, blue chip stocks and ETF, and also 30% in moderate risk assets like REITs and bonds, and 10% in liquid saving for emergency. And for post-retirement allocation is 60 to 80, 30% in equities to continue growth, and 50% in bonds or fixed income for stability. And lastly is 20% in liquid assets like EPF and PRF for easy access to cash. Moving on to the next slide, Mr. Halim's withdrawal strategy is key to his long-term financial security. 4% annual withdrawal, he will begin by withdrawing 4% of his retirement savings annually, adjusting each year for inflation to preserve purchasing power. He will keep 2 years of expenses in liquid form to avoid large lump sum withdrawals unless absolutely necessary. Lastly, there are contingency measures to protect Mr. Halim's retirement plan. Firstly, medical insurance. Getting medical insurance early will secure lower premiums and protect against future healthcare costs. Second point is delaying retirement. If necessary, he may delay retirement to increase his savings. And last part is home as backup. His RM24K home can be used as an emergency backup, either through renting or selling it. That's all from me. I will pass the next section to the next presenter.
So moving on to our last respondent, which is respondent 3, which is a pre-retiree at the age of 55 to 65. So in this slide, it presents the retirement profile of respondent 3, which is Mr. Abdul Karim bin Sulaiman, who is currently a 58-year-old and plans to retire at the age of 60. Notably, his monthly income is 15,000 ringgit, while his expenses are 6,500 ringgit, and he already has personal savings of 150,000 ringgit. So fortunately, his house is fully paid, and he only has one dependent, which is his wife. And he also invests in ASB, EPF, PRS, and Tabung Haji with an 8% rate of return, whereas the inflation rate is estimated at 1.7%. Next, so as you can see, accordingly, the estimated annual income that he would need post-retirement is projected at 212,290 ringgit. Based on this, the future value of the retirement fund required is 3.64 million ringgit. Consequently, to achieve this goal, the required annual return rate is calculated at approximately 4.53%. Therefore, Mr. Abdul Rahim appears to be in a relatively stable financial position, provided that he maintains his current investment discipline. So that's all, and I'll pass to Natasha for the next explanation.
My name is Nur Natasha Afika binti Zainal Abidin, and I will be presenting an overview of the key risks and challenges in retirement planning using the case of Encik Abdul Rahim. Let's start with the main risks facing Encik Abdul Rahim. The first one is retirement savings scheme. His current savings of 660,000 ringgit falls significantly short of the 1.52 million ringgit estimated for a comfortable retirement. That is a shortfall of 860,000 ringgit, highlighting the need for increased savings, delay retirement, or alternative income sources. The second one is longevity risk. His plan assumes living until 80, but increasing life expectancy means living into the 90s is realistic. Without guaranteed income or added reserve, he risks outliving his savings. The last one is the medical and healthcare risk. As Encik Abdul Rahim ages, healthcare needs and costs will rise. While he has basic insurance, it may not cover major treatments or keep up with medical inflation. Without a dedicated medical fund, his retirement plan could be derailed by unexpected expenses. To address these challenges, 3 investment strategies are proposed. The first one is balanced growth strategy, a mix of 60% growth assets and 40% conservative, once targeting 5 to 6% returns. This strategy balances growth with stability, making it ideal for a long retirement horizon. The second one is capital preservation strategy, focuses on protecting capital through 80% low-risk assets like EPF and Sukuk. While stable, it may not yield enough to beat inflation or sustain long-term needs. The third one is annuity-backed strategy. Allocates 30% to annuities for guaranteed income, with the rest split between secure and low-risk growth assets. It's effective in reducing longevity risk, though it offers less flexibility. For withdrawals, these strategies can help ensure sustainability. 4.5% inflation-adjusted withdrawals start with 4.5% withdrawal adjusted annually for inflation. It offers flexibility, protects purchasing power, and aligns with expected return. Next is bucket strategy. Divides funds into short, mid, and long-term allocations. This structure protects against market volatility, ensuring short-term needs are met without touching growth assets. And the third one is fixed withdrawal strategy, a simple approach where a set amount, for example, 212,000 ringgit annually, is withdrawn regardless of market changes. It offers predictability, making budgeting easier. In conclusion, this case study reinforces the need for early and strategic planning. It shows that there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Success lies in combining tailored investment and withdrawal strategies, informed by individual goals, lifestyle, and values. Importantly, incorporating Sharia-compliant principles can provide ethical guidance while securing financial independence in retirement. That's all from us. Thank you.